talk.
Well, Mrs. Silly, let me in.
No, I mean it.
Damn, Lisa. You are so superstitious. I can't believe you, of all people, would even be tripping over something like this. What? So it's... Are you sure?
I can take it again. And then I'll make an appointment with
This is the happiest day of my life.
You mean it?
Oh.
Please tell me what this. I spent my entire life rejecting the idea of even having a family. Being a wife, a mother. Career always came first.
What's your name?
James.
It's my name.
Yeah. My name is Ralph. Ralph Watson, Jr. That Jr. was a constant threat. A challenge to live up to my father's accomplishments. What he did is a triumph of mendacity. My daddy learned this whitewashing trick from his daddy, who was able to convince the military that he was white. He did not want to be put in non-combat duty because of segregation rules. He loved America, even though America didn't love him back.
I didn't grow up in a household that taught me what I could be. I grew up in a household that taught me what not to be. My mother. Man. You know, even though my father was a blatant womanizer, she chose to look the other way while she painted the bathroom umpteen times. And I'll never forget this. My best friend's mother finally divorced her no-good husband so that she can venture out in the world and find herself a career for the first time after raising a family. Now, my mother, nothing makes my mother happier than to cook and to clean and to stay at home, all while standing by her man.
My father's motives were not so honorable. He chose real estate, selling houses behind white picket fences in white neighborhoods to white people, letting them think he was white. He considered my beautiful black mother a liability.
My mother would always say that the only true happiness in life is to find somebody who loves you. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with that, but apparently my mother also believed that men were supposed to cheat on their wives. Because as long as my father showed up for Birthdays and holidays and family reunions, smiling, grinning, putting his arms around folks and posing for photos. All was forgiven. That always confused me too. And I watched my mother sit at the kitchen table late at night, just compulsively pasting those same photos into photo albums, documenting our so-called happy family.
By the time I was a teenager, I hated him. Not only would I be proud of my blackness, not only would I own my heritage, I would be vocal about it. Yet, I knew there was one thing that would prevent me from being a positive role model. A black man who would be admired and respected. I was a black man who liked men. This was simply unacceptable.
I felt such a disdain and lack of respect for both of them, bordering on hatred. And I couldn't wait to graduate high school and get out of that house and just pursue a life that in no way resembled theirs. And you know what I did? I succeeded. I put myself through college. I zoomed to the top of my field in advertising. I bought myself a townhouse on Central Park West. I had an interior decorator. I had a housekeeper full-time. And I had a personal stylist. And I dated up a storm. Mostly white men. And some of them famous. And all of them rich.
Why don't you just leave those for a minute? Just leave.
But what, I have to put them in water?
I know, it can wait. Just sit down for a second, would you?
What's going on?
Nothing. I just want to look at you sitting down.
You want to look at me sitting down?
Well, you know,
why do you want to look at me sitting down?
You look so tall now, and I just wanted to... I love you. And I'm just wondering if you've given any thought to whether you would marry me or not and be my wife.
Oh my God.
I got married. We're gonna have a kid. A wife and a family is the solution.
By the time I hit my 30s, I realized that something was missing. And there was such a hole inside me, and I didn't understand with everything that I had. How could I let myself get so empty? And on top of that, time was just racing. It was just racing, and I couldn't even catch up to it. So I just had to stop and slow down and look at my life. And I looked at what I came home to every night, and I realized I came home to no one. And that's when I knew in my heart that I really wanted to be a mother. You know, I know this sounds like a cliche, but time really does move so fast.